We are going to be checking out the Savannah Ninja on Raised Animals. Let's get right into this. So the Savannah Ninja is actually one of the rarest animals in the game, even rarer than the Mosasaurus and the Golden Lion. And that's because this animal was actually only available for 1 week whenever the game first released. So that's even before update 1. Whenever they released update 1, they removed this animal from the game, and you can no longer get it. Like, people are trading one of these for 2 Mosasauruses. So I would have to trade both of my Mosasauruses just for one of these. So let's see how good this thing is. Let's go ahead and toss it down in our plot. I did trade someone for this and it's already age 136. Dang. And it does weigh a bunch. So let's see what its ability does. And also, now that I have the Savannah Ninja, I almost completely finished the index. All I need is the T-Rex, which I should hopefully get pretty soon. But anyway, let's take a look at the Savannah Ninja. Speed 29 to 34. That is crazy. It has 2 HP, which isn't that good. And its special ability is Shadow Step. Every 12 seconds, your next obstacle collision blinks you just past it instead of dying with a short speed burst. After you blink, you enter a 1-second chain window. Colliding again during this window blinks again. Without waiting for the cooldown, the window refreshes on each chain blink up to 5 blinks per chain. I have no idea what that means, but we'll figure it out whenever we play. And also, this down here is how we would have gotten it. We would need to give a legendary or higher animal to the Savannah Ninja, and it will give us a random Savannah Ninja with a 10% chance. So basically, whenever they first released the game, if we gave this guy a legendary or higher, it would have a 10% chance to give us the Savannah Ninja. And they removed him in the first update, which is insane. Anyway, let's scroll down. 32 speed. I think that's actually my fastest animal now. And actually, no, it's not. Yeah, never mind. I have a Phoenix that goes speed of 35. That is insane. But 32 is still very fast. And let's see what this guy's ability does. So we have an obstacle right in front of us, and I don't even see his cooldown. Maybe we have to like run into an obstacle, because other than that, I have no idea what that does. Anyway, let's go and run into it. And yeah, we just dashed right over it. And then it looks like we have the cooldown now. So it looks like it only uses our passive whenever we run through something. So it recharged, so we can now blink through the next obstacle. So we don't have to use it unless we run into something. So let's go and run into this. And we blink right past it, and then we have another second to blink through anything else, and we can blink up through 5 items. Here, let's go and try. Let's blink through this, and now, oh, well, almost ran into that rock. I tried blinking through 2 things right there for a second. I think this will actually be much better later in the game whenever we start going super fast, because right now at the beginning of the game, it's not going to be too helpful just because everything is super easy to dodge, and also we're still going pretty slow. But once we get to like 4,000 meters or maybe even 5,000 meters, we'll start to go super fast, and then I think that's where this ability will really kick in. But if we go and dash through here, I think we should dash through both of these objects. Yeah, look at that, we easily dashed through both of them, and I'm pretty sure it only works for obstacles. I don't think it works for any animals, which kind of makes sense. But yeah, this thing actually seems pretty decent. And also, since it goes a pretty fast speed, that means we're running past all of these animals as well, so they're not getting in our way at all. And I would keep riding them, but there is a Spinosaurus right here, so I need to take my chance to try to ride him for 2 minutes and get the T-Rex. And I spawned in the T-Rex, so hopefully we can actually get this guy. I think this is my 5th time actually trying to get him, and we're still somewhat close to the beginning. And oh, I already lost a heart. Alright, I don't think I'm getting this dude, because every heart matters, especially towards the end once he gets enraged. And he roars at the same time. He runs at crazy speeds, so it makes it super hard to dodge everything. But I mean, I'll still try to get him. And I already took another heart, so we only have 1 heart left. And yeah, there's no way we're gonna be able to get this guy. And any second now, he should become enraged. And that is where it gets hard. And there we go, we're now enraged. Look how fast we're running. I can't even see anything because we entered this new biome. So there we go. Now we're super fast because we're enraged. And now whenever he roars again, we'll go super fast. Which that is where it gets scary. That's what we don't want to happen. And look at this. It's gonna be super hard to dodge all of this stuff up here. We have to dodge every single rock somehow, and I don't even know how we're doing this. We're somehow dodging absolutely everything. But this right here is where I usually die. I have like a last sliver of health, and this is where I somehow usually lose that last heart, and then I managed not to catch him. So here we go, we're roaring again. We have to dodge all the animals, all the obstacles, and no, we just hit something. It's usually like 5 seconds before I have him tamed. But But anyway, let's just use the revive, because now that we're kind of far in, we should go a lot faster with our Savannah Ninja. So let's go and run through this rock, and there we go. We just dashed through it. That was kind of a late dash. I think it's because we were kind of immune for a little bit because we just used a revive. But anyway, this late in the game is where the Savannah Ninja should really help us out. Not so much at the ocean biome, but at places such as the jungle, that's where it should really help us. And it did just kind of save us from running into an obstacle right there. And I did accidentally just take a heart, but it should also kind of help us dodge animals, because sometimes we just can't dodge them. And oof, there we go. I'm not sure if we jumped through an animal right there or an obstacle, but if it was an animal, that would just be even better, because I'm really hoping we can jump through animals with this. Anyway, we have so many animals around us. Let's just jump through this object in front of us, just so we're no longer surrounded by all those animals. And here we go. We're now in the jungle. This is where it should really help us out, just because towards the end of the jungle, all the bushes and trees are so close together that's kind of hard to dodge them sometimes. So here we go. We have a whole chain of stuff, so let's go and see how we can dash through it. And look at that, we just dashed through absolutely everything, and I think we only dashed through like 2 objects right there. But it's really helpful in some cases, because some cases we're just surrounded by animals, and the only way we can dodge them is by dashing through an obstacle. And I just tested it back there. We can actually dash through animals, so animals count on this as well. I just did it by accident because an animal just hit me. But look at this, I'll run into this jellyfish right here, which actually let me do it over here with this giant chain of animals. So once we run through one, it should dash us through every single one if we can manage to catch up. So anyway, let me run through like this animal right here, and as you can see, we just dashed through all of them. So whenever it says obstacle, it means any obstacle. So obstacles and animals, basically just anything that can kill us, we can dash right through, which makes this so much better. So here we go, I can just dash through absolutely everything right there, because whenever we dash through something, we have 1 second to dash through another item without having to wait for a cooldown. So here we go, there's a bunch of animals in front of us. If we can manage to catch up, we should be able to dash through every single one. So here, let's try this, and oh, that just did not work out for us. So I'm not sure if I would say the Savannah Ninja is the best animal in the game. It might be, but even if it's not the best animal in the game, it is one of the best, because this ability is actually so good, just because it pretty much gives you like a second life if you manage to run into something. But if you do manage to get the Savannah Ninja, I would recommend just playing the game like a normal game. Like, just try to dodge absolutely everything, and if you manage to hit something, just treat it as kind of a second life, because that's basically what it is. It's basically just a second life. So if you hit something, it just won't take away a heart, and instead it'll dash you through it with like a 15-second cooldown. So here, let's dash through that and then dash through those. And oh, I don't know why I did dash through those animals, but if you do choose to purposely dash through things, be careful if you're trying to chain, because if you're trying to chain dashing through things, it might be kind of difficult, because you definitely do not want to hit something. But here, let's dash through like all these trees right here, and there we go. We easily dashed through all of them, leaving all the animals in the dust. And to be honest, I could just go AFK right now. Like, my hands are currently off the keyboard, and I could just go AFK, and if I accidentally run into anything such as that thing right there, it's a-okay. I mean, I do have to dodge this tree in front of me because I have to wait for the passive cooldown. But here we go again, my hands are off the keyboard. If I hit anything or if an animal runs in front of me, that's fine, because I'll just dash through them just like that right there. I think I'm actually getting used to the Savannah Ninja whenever I'm like watching YouTube or something while playing this game, because whenever I'm watching a YouTube video, my attention isn't fully on the game, so that means I accidentally hit obstacles every now and then. But the Savannah Ninja actually fixes that, so even if I look away for a second and accidentally hit an obstacle, it would just dash through it for me, so I don't even need to worry about losing a heart. So this thing is actually insane. And once again, this thing is no longer in the game, so the only way you can get it is by trading for it. But if you'll want me to, I can trade for another one and then give it away on my Discord server. So if you want me to do that, let me know in the comment section below, and the link to my Discord server is in the description. But anyway, that is gonna be all for this video though, so make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, and I'll see y'all in the next video.